You've reached the point every guy aims for, a space that is entirely yours, where you have absolute control over every hour of the day. It's a period of total autonomy. You can game until the sun comes up, leave a week's worth of dishes in the sink, and answer to absolutely no one. But then comes a random Saturday where that silence, the same silence you worked so hard to afford, suddenly feels heavy. It's no longer a backdrop for your freedom. It's just an empty room. You find yourself scrolling through the same 3 apps for hours. You boot up the game that used to be your escape, only to realize you're just staring at the menu. Even the group chat starts to feel like noise you don't want to decode. You hit a ceiling. The lifestyle that felt like a reward 2 months ago now feels like a hollow loop. And for the first time, your own company feels unfamiliar. The immediate reaction is to panic. You sit there wondering what broke. You tell yourself you've lost your drive, or that you're somehow failing at the very life you wanted to build. We map this feeling onto things we understand, like burnout or depression. But this lacks burnout's exhaustion and depression's weight. Your energy is simply refusing to engage with what used to occupy your time. If you view this as a loss of your mojo, you're going to spend time trying to fix a machine that isn't actually broken. You're misinterpreting a necessary phase of growth as a personal failure. Your favorite games feel hollow because the version of you that loved them is receding. You aren't breaking down. You are quietly stepping away from a version of yourself that you've outgrown. You've entered the gap between the boy you were and the man you are becoming. It is a transition period that is rarely discussed because it doesn't look like a montage. It looks like a guy sitting alone in a quiet apartment. Because this phase is about shedding old skins, it doesn't feel exciting or empowering. It feels still. It feels like you're waiting for a version of your life to start without knowing what it looks like yet. That heavy feeling isn't an identity crisis. It is the active process of letting go of behaviors that no longer fit your future. For years, your internal engine ran on specific fuels, chasing a constant hit of stimulation, performing for your social circle, and forcing an upbeat energy just to keep the momentum going. There is a point where the mechanics of your younger self stop working. You feel lost because your brain is rejecting a lifestyle it has already moved past. The emptiness you're feeling is actually a construction site. In the silence where you used to have noise, new values are being built, even if you can't see the blueprints yet. You aren't losing your drive. You are evolving. Your sense of meaning is shifting from chasing external signals to establishing an internal baseline. Eventually, the urge to fill every second with noise or social validation begins to fade. You stop reaching for things just because you think you're supposed to want them. What replaces that initial void isn't a sudden burst of motivation. It's clarity. It doesn't arrive with a loud realization. It just settles into your day-to-day life, unannounced. This kind of growth doesn't feel like an intense breakthrough. It feels like a steady calm. You stop needing to prove your progress and start just living it. This shows up in the morning. You wake up without that frantic need to distract yourself. You feel grounded in the silence of the room rather than threatened by it. You find yourself cleaning the kitchen or organizing your space, not because you're being told to, but because you actually want to protect the peace of the environment you live in. You start to inhabit the solitude differently. The need to perform for an audience or explain your choices to the group chat disappears. You stop reaching for connections that don't reach back, and you realize that being alone doesn't have to mean being lonely. If you're in that space right now where nothing feels the same, don't try to force the old spark. You didn't lose interest in life. You simply stopped settling for a boyhood version of it that no longer matches the man you are becoming.